today we're going to be doing a lower body stretch. It can just be a general stretch for you, or it can also help you work towards your splits, your side splits and your box splits. So let's get going. We're going to start off by warming up a little bit. You can always do this after you've done a workout as well, so your body's nice and warm. You're going to be a lot more flexible. But let's warm up those hamstrings. So holding on to the base of the feet, extending those legs up, coming back down, getting those legs moving. Good. And then we're just going to warm up those hips a little bit. So nice balance, nice core, hip circles. And back. Some lovely clicking going on there. Good, and onto the other leg. And the other way. Good, and then coming down to the side lunge, over to one side, opening up that hip, you can sit all the way down, and then coming up, over to the other side, sitting down if you can, and then onto the other side, keep that moving. And then coming through the middle, into a nice yogi squat, opening up those hips, side to side. Good, and then we're coming up into a triangle. So, right foot pointing out, left foot pointing straight forward, hips come all the way back, leaning over to the side, hand down to the shin or the foot or the floor, and then opening out into that chest, really reaching out. Reaching up nice and high, lengthening and twisting at the same time. Keep breathing, nice deep breaths. Try not to choke on your hair. Good, and now we're coming to a reverse triangle. So you can either use a block or a book to help you, or put your hand down onto the floor and then twisting onto the other side. Good. And then coming over and up. Going to change the placement of the feet. So forward with your right one this time, and then pointing out to the other side of the room with your left. Tilt those hips, coming all the way down. Again, wherever you want, shin, foot or floor. Opening out into that triangle position. Reaching up with that arm, opening out that chest. Keeping that face nice and relaxed. You also want to push your hips underneath, so tucking those hips under. And engaging that core. Good, keep lengthening and twisting. Good, and then we're going to come in for our reverse triangle. So again, hips are going over, but this time, right hand, opposite hand down on the floor, opening out. Again, using that block or book if you need help, or you can come up on the leg if you would like. Really going into that twist, reaching with that arm. Good. Shaking those legs out a little bit. Right, coming down to a lying position. I'm going to start by stretching out those hamstrings. So, keeping the legs bent, you're going to bring the left leg in. Make sure you don't hold behind the knee directly, either below the knee or above the knee. And you're going to start to bring it down towards you This feels okay, you can lengthen out the other leg. Taking nice deep breaths here. If your leg is really starting to shake, that's a sign to say, please stop. Don't push yourself any further than you feel is okay. Bad pain is bad. And then taking a nice deep breath as you exhale, bring it down a little bit closer. Keeping everything else as relaxed as possible. So relaxing those shoulders, relaxing the face. Try and keep that other leg on the floor. Again, taking a nice deep breath. As you exhale, try and get a little bit further. Hopefully you're starting to really feel that stretch. Good, nice deep breaths. We're going to do it one more time. So taking a deep breath in, as you exhale, bring that leg in a little bit closer. If you've got bands or anything like that, feel free to use them. You can use that to help you pull your leg in towards the body, or straps. Good, nice deep breath, and then as you exhale, slowly let that leg go all the way down to the ground. Give those legs a bit of a shake, and then bring them both up to our 90-degree angle again. And then this time we're going to go for our right leg. So again, don't hold on behind the knee, either above or below. And then bring that leg down. If you're comfortable here, then you can extend that leg. Just trying to relax into that stretch. Breathe into the areas of tension. Relaxing those shoulders and the face. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring that leg in a little bit closer. And we're going to go again. So nice deep breath in. As you exhale, bring that leg in a little bit closer. Again, only going as far as you can go. Good, that's it. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring it in a little bit closer. That leg should be starting to feel a little bit more flexible, hopefully. And then one more time, nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring it in a little bit closer. It's also normal for one leg to be a bit more flexible than the other. Okay, nice deep breath. As you exhale, slowly lower, all the way down. And then give those legs a little bit of a shake. Okay, coming up to a seated position, I'm going to bring one leg in and one leg out. You want to make sure you're really sitting on those sit bones, so you might want to lift up your bum a little bit, make sure you're sat in the right position. And then everything we're going to do, we're going to be hinging from the hips. So try not to curve so much, hinge. So just going as low as you can go. If you're here, absolutely fine. If you can work that way down the leg, brilliant. And if you can hold on to that end of that foot, you can then bring yourself down, nose towards the knee. But you want to think at the top of your head, reaching down towards the foot. Nice deep breaths here. You can play around with flexing and pointing the toe. You'll feel that through the calf if you're flexing. Good, keep breathing, nice deep breaths. See if you can work your way down a little bit lower. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Good, and then slowly coming up and then switching over to the other side. So again, we're going to hinge at those hips. Coming over, if you're here, absolutely fine. Just try and work your way down that leg as far as you can go. Again, flexing that foot, pointing that foot, you'll feel it in different areas of the body, so you can have a little play around with that. Good. Pulling yourself in so you can get a little bit further. Nice deep breaths, keeping that face relaxed, everything else as relaxed as you can. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, and then coming up. Right, you're going to bring both those feet together, and then we're going to use those elbows to start pressing the knees down towards the ground. So opening out. You can use one at a time if you'd like. So push one down, hold, and then switching over. Whatever you feel works best for you. I quite like holding onto the toes and then using my elbows to push into the ground, opening those hips out. Again, nice deep breaths here, trying to release that tension, release those areas that have got really tight. Good, and slowly release. Okay, we're going to come into a pigeon onto our left side. So you want your leg at about 90-degree angle, so sort of across your mat, and then sit on top of it if you can, coming into that pigeon pose. If you start to get comfortable here, then you can come down to your elbows. And if you're comfortable here, you can come all the way down to your forehead onto the mat. Just nice deep breaths, breathing through it, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feeling that hip loosening up a little bit. Feeling the stretch through the glute. Nice deep breaths, relaxing into it. Good, you can either stay here or we're going to add in an extra stretch. So grabbing hold of that back leg, sitting upright. If you're here, if you want a little bit more, you can hook it in, bringing that leg in towards the body. Should really start to feel that through the hip here, and potentially the quads and the hamstrings and the glutes, everything. And then if you want to, you can hook round, opening out into that chest, or just staying here with it hooked, whichever you're more comfortable with. Wherever you are in that stretch, just nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try and relaxing into it as much as possible. Good, and then slowly releasing. And then coming up, all the way around. We're going to go onto the right hand side, exactly the same. So you want that 90-degree angle, coming into that pigeon pose. Slowly sliding into it. And then once you're comfortable here, coming all the way down And again, coming onto the forehead, if that's comfortable for you. Just relaxing into this, nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can move if something doesn't feel right. Just make it sure that you're feeling okay in that position. Obviously, it's going to hurt a little bit. Good. Nice deep breaths. Try to really let that tension go everywhere in that body. Feeling that body relax into the mat. Good. Again, you can either stay here or we're going to grab our back leg. Adding into that stretch. Again, you can either stay here or hook in. And then if you want to add in the top bit, we can, into our full mermaid position, or just staying here or wherever you are. Nice deep breaths, relaxing into that stretch. And then slowly releasing that leg. Okay, right, we're coming back onto our backs. We're going to really get into those glutes. So coming all the way back, we're going to get your ankle onto the opposite knee and then bringing that leg up. And then you can either grab behind the thigh and bring that body in towards you, pushing that knee away from you, flexing that foot. Or if you want a little bit more, hold onto the shin and bring that leg in towards you. So this is sort of just the opposite to a pigeon. Working really into the same muscles. Good, nice deep breaths. Keep bringing that leg in towards you. Keep pushing the opposite knee away. Keep flexing that foot. Keep breathing, relaxing into it. And then slowly release. We're coming over to the other side. So again, ankle onto the opposite knee. And then bringing that leg up. Either holding onto that thigh there, pushing that knee away. Or if you want a little bit more again, holding onto that shin. Slightly more uncomfortable. And then bringing it in towards the body, opposite knee pushing away and flexing that foot. Nice deep breaths, breathing into that stretch. Good, just releasing that back into the mat. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. Try not to hold any tension anywhere else whilst doing this. Good, a few more seconds here. And slowly release. Good. Just rock side to side a little bit. Releasing that lower back. And then extending those legs out. Give them a bit of a shake. Good. And then coming up to a seated position. And you're going to extend those legs out in front of you. And then again here we're going to be hinging at those hips. So we're going to go down reaching towards our feet. Again, wherever you are, You want to kind of keep that back nice and straight, the chest up, and then just reach into wherever you can reach. If you are at your feet, you can use your feet to help you bring yourself down towards them. Again, think about head towards those toes rather than down. Think going ahead. So you're really stretching, lengthening that body. If you need to keep a little bend in the knees, that's absolutely fine. Nice deep breaths here. Trying to relax into that stretch as much as possible. See if you can work your way down, getting a little bit closer towards those legs, resting that chest on the thighs. Good, a few more seconds here. Keep playing around with it so you can get a little bit further. Make sure again you're sitting right on those sit bones. One more deep breath. Exhale, so you get a little bit further. And then relax. Give those legs a little shake out. Right, we're going back to focus on those hamstrings. So, you're going to sit back onto your heel. Oh, bit of a knee click there. And you're going to sit back and bring that chest down towards the leg. So this is going to really start to help us in towards our side splits now. Good, nice deep breaths. And then coming forward and holding on to our back leg. And then back down, back into our hamstring, bringing that chest down again towards the leg. And then back into grabbing the foot. Good, and then this is how we can start to get down towards our splits. You can either use a block or a book, again, underneath this leg, and it can slowly help you just to rest and start to get towards those splits. So you can rest the book or block underneath your thigh, so as you're making your way down, you can start to relax into it, but that will help prop you up before you get into your full splits. But let's go on to our other leg. So, coming into our hamstring, so onto the ankle again, bringing that chest down towards the leg. Nice deep breaths. See if you can get a little bit deeper into that stretch. And then coming forward, grabbing that back leg. Good, and then coming back into our hamstring. And then back into our leg wrap. Good, and then again, if you've got your book or your block, you can start to try and lower down onto it. So your legs start getting a little bit further apart, using that block to support you underneath, or then if you want to come into those full splits, you can come down. If you're at your full splits already, you can come into this position and then walk your hands down towards the feet and come down, chest towards the foot. And you can do that on the other side as well. Okay, release those legs. Give them a shake out. Right, the next one is Not very nice. It's a frog pose. So you might want to fold your mat over just to support your knees a little bit, as much as you need. And then what you're going to do, knees out wide, your feet want to be flexed, pointing outwards. And then we're going to sit those hips back and down nice and carefully, hands out in front. And then you want to keep pushing those hips backwards to the back of the room rather than all the way down. So you want to think backwards. This one is an absolute killer. But we're going to relax into it as much as we can. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you need to move or move the mat, absolutely fine. Whatever you need to do here to make it as comfortable as possible. Good, nice deep breaths. You should try and start to relax into that stretch a little bit, hopefully. Good, staying here, breathing with it. Good, not much longer. Staying here, relaxing as much as you can. Deep breaths. And then you're going to bring your weight forward, toes together, and coming out of it. That one absolutely kills me. So bring those knees back together, roll those mats back out. I'm going to come into our straddle reach. So you're going to want your legs as wide as you can. So bring one leg out and the other, and then sitting forward, nudging forward on that mat. So you get a nice straddle with those legs. Firstly, we're going to start going to our right side. So these stretches will help you start getting towards your box splits now. So again, you want to be really sat on those sit bones, sitting up nice and straight, hinging at those hips. We're going to come over the right leg. So as far as you can go. If you want to hold on to that foot and you can, brilliant, coming all the way down. But if you're here, absolutely fine, no worries. Nice deep breaths. As you exhale, you can start to lower yourself down a little bit, wherever you are at. Just taking nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. You also want to think about turning your legs out, rolling those legs around rather than letting them roll in. Think about coming out with those legs. Okay, we're now going to open the chest out. So arm down, open the chest out. So you should feel this through the side as well and through that back. Nice deep breaths. Reaching with that arm. And then coming all the way up. We're going to come over to the other side. So again, make sure you're on those sit bones, rolling those legs out, and then hinging at those hips. We're going to come down towards this leg. So just straight down again, wherever you're at. If you're here, absolutely fine. Nice deep breaths. As you exhale, see if you can get a little bit lower. Good, and then bringing that arm down, we're going to open up again. So coming into that open arms, reaching up to the ceiling or the sky, opening out that chest. Nice deep breaths. Good, keep reaching. Again, feeling it through the side of the body as well as those legs. deep breath. And coming all the way up. Right, we're going to come through the middle now. So again, reset a little bit. Make sure you're on those sit bones. And then for this one, we're going to walk our hands forward. So again, hinging at those hips. You're going to slowly lower yourself down towards the front of the room. Coming down just as much as you can, as far as you can go. If you come all the way, you can use those fingertips to edge yourself out. Nice deep breaths here. Again, just absolutely as far as you can go. Don't push it. Just see if you can edge out a little bit further. And then each time you stretch, you get a little bit more flexible and be able to get a little bit lower. Good, and then slowly coming back in. Right, we're going to shake out those legs. We've been in that position for a little while. We're going to go back into our butterfly position before we do any more straddles. So toes together again, and then opening up those hips, using those elbows, getting those knees down towards the mat. Good. And then feel free to stand up for a little bit, shake out those legs. And now this is where we need a wall. So we're going to sit up against the wall into our straddle position. And you're going to edge forward, using that wall to help you, getting as close as you can to that wall. And then you're just going to stay here, sitting up nice and tall. Head towards that ceiling, nice straight spine. And then once you try and relax into this, you're going to edge yourself a little bit further forward towards that wall. Use those hands to help you. Nice deep breaths. Try and keep those shoulders relaxed. Again, think about rolling those legs out, turning the legs out. Good, so you can get a little bit closer. Nice deep breath, and then release, nice and slowly. So you can come back to that stretch and hold that for a lot longer. Obviously that was quite a few straddles we've done in a row, we've got one more to do. So give those legs a little shake out again. And then this time we're going to lay down. So you want to get your bum as close to the wall as you can. And we're going to lay down and come into that straddle position. And then try and edge your bum as close to the wall as you can. And then you can start to open those legs out a little bit. Keeping those feet flexed for now. You can point them if you'd like. I would just recommend keeping them flexed, just to protect those knees. And then see if you can get a little bit lower down. Again, you can hold this stretch for a lot longer than we're going to do in this video. You can come back to this one or just press pause and stay here for a while. Nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then bend those knees, push yourself out a little bit. Coming out as graceful as you can. So those legs should be feeling it a little bit now. And then when you're ready to start getting down towards your box splits, what you can do, you can use your tripod arms. So start with your hands here, work your way down, and then you can lower yourself down into those arms, and then bring yourself down as far as you can go, but make sure you're supporting that weight with those arms. Right, that is my legs well and truly stretched out. So I hope you enjoyed. If there's anything else, any other requests you'd like, please feel free to send me. and I'm happy to do some more workout videos. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you feel nice and stretched out.